don't need no countdown to that motherfucker burn. Check. Okay, that's good. I'm running a little behind. What's up, everybody? Usually I get started before 4:30 and then we run it and go live at 4:30. We are on Twitch for just a hot minute. We are also on Twitter for just a hot minute. Please make sure to come over to the Pikkit YouTube channel. I just wanted to notify you guys and let you know that we are live. So the link to do so is in Twitch. I pinned it. I see you guys in there right now. Who is that? Bowman, come on in there. Needed the stream today. Here you go. Come into the YouTube channel for Pikkit. Snidesy, I'll see you later. Grabbing an IPA, stop begging. Yep, sounds good. I am going off right now. And then I got Iain Mac coming to join me in literally 30 seconds. I just want to get this all set up because it's not really it's not fun to do whenever you've got someone. Hold on. Okay, there's one. Twitter, come to the comment section and you'll find the link for the happy hour. Bang. And we are live. Okay, awesome. Hello and welcome. Thank you again. Make sure to download Pikkit, sync all your sports books, track all your bets. I am anxiously awaiting Michael Harris to fucking do something at the plate today in Colorado. Apparently this guy, Dollard, I don't even know who he is just throwing a gem, and Chris Sale lost the first 5. All right, I'm going to get Iain Mac up here because he's got a hard stop, firm stop. What's up, Iain? You look like you're back in Canada. Are you happy to be back in Toronto?
I am happy to be back in Toronto, back in the home country. I was in New York for 3.5 years, so it's good to be back in my homeland. It's good to be back. I was a little sick in New York, I'll be honest.
I don't blame you. You were there for 3.5 years. I've been here for going on 12. This is actually next month. It'll be my 12-year anniversary in New York. I loved it for like the first 4 years.
Yeah.
And then I was unsure for the following 4 years. And then the last like 3 to 4, I've been kind of like, I don't know, hate's a strong word. Cause like you love it every now and then you hate it again.
Yeah.
And COVID got weird. That was almost like a little bit of a reset. Love the playoff beard. And you've got a blue shirt on. Is that a Leafs jersey?
Nope. Jays. I'm going to the Jays game later today. So I got my Jays game.
Very cool. Well, I wanted to talk to you about the Toronto Maple Leafs, but before that, I wouldn't mind talking to you about the Leafs. You also did tweet your place today. I didn't read your article, but what are you doing for the Jays game that you are attending?
I didn't actually have an official play for the Jays game, but I am going to be betting the over. There's no way in hell I'll be betting the Blue Jays to win. So if I'm going to a game in person, it's either I'm going to bet on the Jays or I'm going to bet the over. I will not bet the other team, so I'll just take the over.
Do you ever?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
And I was just going to say I'm wearing a Bo Bichette jersey, so I'm going to bet Bo Bichette Dinger, and that's it.
Oh, well, that always plays. Do you ever bet against your favorite team? Because I'm a Rays fan, if you didn't already know, and I don't often bet against the Rays. I mean, I'll say throughout a season, maybe less than 5 times. And I bet on them quite a bit, but it's more so because you're kind of familiar with your team, so you find a little bit of an advantage, I think. Cheers, by the way. What are you drinking?
Pinot Grigio.
Oh my gosh, he's so manly. Playoff bearded Pinot Grigio.
This is what the Leafs have drove me to, drinking Pinot Grigio on a Wednesday afternoon.
I gotta tell you, are you a white wine guy?
No, I'm not. To be honest, you threw the happy hour thing at me a little bit last minute, and this is the only alcohol I had in my apartment was white wine. So.
Not to mention, I feel like you like literally just moved a month ago, so you probably have half your shit still in boxes.
Yeah, so it was white wine or nothing. So I'm a trooper. I don't even like white wine, but here I am. It's a glass of Pinot Grigio. I'll survive.
Yeah, I don't even really like white wine either, but if I do, I'm outside eating seafood, and but I have discovered that I at least like Sauvignon Blanc. I'm not too picky. Like I won't turn down a glass of Pinot Grigio, but that's what I like. Greg would get along great with this guy. Yeah, Ian, Greg drinks wine and not Chardonnay, but like the what's the bubbly one? Prosecco.
Yeah, Prosecco, champagne.
He had something that was French. I don't even remember what the fuck it was called last time we did happy hour. Okay, so you're gonna take the over. I was gonna pull up that game real quick. That is, oh, here we go. The total.
You know what? I didn't have it as official play. I'll now need to lock it in as official play since I have verbalized it. So
okay, so the only reason I was not going to take the over actually is for a good cause. I thought that the Jays were gonna bounce back today. And I even like the Jays to win, even though every time I bet the Jays, it never bodes well. But I don't know. I mean, Lucas Giolito is I don't know what the hell to think of that guy. Every time I faded him, I think he was on the White Sox before he was on the Red Sox. Every time I faded him, he would go 5 innings, 8 Ks, 2 hits. And every time I decided to bet on him, he would allow 5 runs in the first inning. So I was like staying far away from this guy. I don't even know who's going for the Blue Jays today. Is it just a bullpen game?
Yariel Rodriguez.
Oh, I love him. Is that the guy in your bullpen?
Yeah. So yesterday was a bullpen day, wasn't it? Do we have back-to-back bullpen days?
No, it had to be a bullpen day, but you didn't want it to be because I think fucking what's his face went Bowden Francis.
Oh, I didn't watch. I was too caught up in the Leafs to watch the Jays yesterday. So today is a bullpen day. Yes. Perfect. I'm going to the game because it's an Alejandro Kirk bobblehead day. So I'm excited for that. How about that for a collectible?
Are you being sarcastic? Because I kind of think that's hilarious.
No, I'm serious.
You are excited for an Alejandro Kirk bobblehead.
Hell yeah. It'll be a nice addition to my background. Unless I actually live like a 20-minute walk from Jays Stadium. So like anytime I have a free night, I'll spend $20 on a ticket and go. And I saw his Alejandro Kirk bobblehead night. I said, I got nothing going on. I'll go get it $20 to watch a Jays game. Jays probably lose by 12 runs and get an Alejandro Kirk bobblehead. Sure. Why not? I'm in.
When you go see your teams in person, do you find that they lose more often or win more often?
Actually, win more often. My teams are fantastic when I'm in person. I've been to one Jays game this season already, and they won. And I felt like they won every time in New York when I went to Jays games in New York. So
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's a vibes play. I'm taking the lead. I'm not the Leafs. Sorry, I'm taking the Jays. Okay. I'm taking but you know what I'm going to do? I'm taking the Jays first 5. And this is probably this is probably a stupid bet, but I like Giolito, and honestly, I like this Yariel guy. I hope you're not lying to me because that's like 90% of the reason why I'm taking this bet. 10%.
I just went on MLB.com probable pitchers today, and he's listed as their starter. So
is that what site you usually go to for that? Because I've just started using Baseball Savant, which has treated me fairly well.
I feel like I've always used MLB.com. I feel like if there's going to be an official spot, it'd be MLB.com.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess you're right. I'm going right now. I'm going Jays. Fuck it. I'm going 0.75 units on this one. Jays first 5. Add it to my card. Okay. And on that note, real quick, and then we're going to talk Leafs because I'm very excited to hear your thoughts and maybe even a little bit more about the landscape of the NHL playoffs. You are wearing a Bo Bichette jersey. What are you taking him to do, if anything?
Dinger. Go big or go home.
But he's not really a dinger guy.
He's not. No. Pays well. Plus 750.
I was just going to say that. It must.
I mean, I would definitely not recommend anyone to bet Bo Bichette home run, but I'm wearing his jersey. I'm at the game. I'm sitting in the outfield. Maybe I catch it. Wouldn't that be nice?
No, if you're up here giving plays, it's a fucking Donkey Kong lock and certified winner. So that's going in everybody's card, and we're going to be in your DMs if it doesn't hit. All right, you're close to what's it called? Rogers? Is it called Rogers Center?
Rogers Center, yeah.
Okay, so you're
Sky
close
Dome.
to,
It used to be called back when I was a kid.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they renovated. I didn't even know it was a dome. No. I'm sorry. I knew it was a dome. I thought it was only a dome. It has a retractable roof.
Retractable roof. Correct.
Very cool. I've been to Toronto once, by the way. I drove up there, I don't know, 6 years ago, a little bit of a road trip. I mean, it's like 6-7 hours maybe from New York.
About 7. 7.
Yeah. It's nice. You go to like the Finger Lakes. I stopped in Buffalo. I went to Niagara, weird place, but Niagara Falls was very cool. I thought Toronto was an awesome city. It was buzzing. We went to like some random fucking food market. Very diverse. It kind of reminded me of New York a little bit.
It's Canada's New York, and there are positives of New York that exist in Toronto, and it doesn't have some of the negatives that I don't like about New York.
I was like driving on the highway, and all of a sudden you go like you're like elevated, and you're driving. You're like go by these like skyscrapers. And I don't know about skyscrapers, but these high rises, and you're like driving by, and it feels like you're driving on like along like the 20th floor. You can just like look into buildings and shit. I thought that was cool. You got the big river or lake, whatever the fuck it is over there. Probably not a river. Hello, just saying hi to somebody real quick. I reported the Toronto Maple Leafs on Instagram, and it asked, who is this encounter impersonating? I said a hockey team. That's a funny Leafs joke, Snide. What up, DJ? I got myself a nice blue moon at the moment. Lovely. Blue moon is a great sunny late afternoon, early evening beer. What's up, like Lamorta? Good afternoon, scammer. Okay, did you go to the Leafs game?
No.
Did you consider going to the Leafs game?
When the Leafs got up 3-0 in the series, I was like, I'm going to go and then wait till next series because this one's already a foregone conclusion.
You don't seem thrilled.
No, I'm not.
Are like, okay, are you just like, I'm not saying it's a bit. I'm not saying you're acting. You're not that guy. And I understand you're very realistic. You're down to earth fan. And I like that. I respect that about you. In all seriousness, let's just talk about this for a second.
Okay. No bit.
No fluff, no hype.
Okay.
No engagement.
I'll give it to you straight.
Accusing me of engagement farming lately. No engagement farming.
I'll give it to you straight.
The Leafs are winning this series.
No.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
I bet on them yesterday plus 950 before last night's game even happened. I bet on the Senators to come back and win the series. Dude, how in the world could you actually think the Maple Leafs are going to win this series? They are 1-13 in series clinching games since 2018. 1-13. That's almost statistically impossible. You know the likelihood of that happening? And they're favorites in most of those games too. Do you know the likelihood of going 1-13? And it's not like just bad luck. It's not variance. This teams, they're a bunch of losers. They're flat out losers. Every single one of them. They don't know how to win in big moments. Austin Matthews, invisible. Mitch Marner, invisible. It's not the coach's fault. I hoped it was. I hope Craig Berube would be the difference maker. It's not. It doesn't matter. It's the players. There's no curse. You just suck.
You guys are very Los Angeles Chargers-esque. That's what you remind me of. It's like
I think Chargers are better than 1-13 in their last 14 playoff games.
Yeah, but it felt like when they were making those runs with oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to forget his name. Was it Marty? Not Marty Mortonwig. Marty
Schottenheimer.
Schottenheimer. Do you remember that season where they went like, I don't know, it was like 13-3 or it was something great?
They had a LT, Philly Rivers. Yeah. A lot of great regular seasons and then choke in the playoffs.
Yeah, and then they choked. They would lose to the Jets. They would lose to the Patriots. Like they got the flash, the pizzazz, and everything. But here's what I have to tell you. So I don't know if you know this, but I have a soft spot for Toronto. Like I bet the Jays win total. I bet them to win the division. I bet their player props last couple of years. The Leafs, I bet them to win the President's Cup last year. I bet them to win the Stanley Cup 2 years ago. I have a soft spot for these teams, and I'm done. I'm out on every single one of them. I'm done. But I took the over 5.5 games in the series. I thought it was dead. Okay. That was a very gritty win in game 4 by the Senators. I really thought the Leafs were going to win that game. In my opinion, game 5 was kind of expected. Like, I thought that was going to – I didn't know the Leafs were going to get shut out. Don't get me wrong. But I felt a lot better that, okay, if the Senators won 1, they're going to win 2. But, Ian, that's all they're winning. That's all they're winning.
I mean, I was going back to Ottawa. Like, last night was the chance. And now the pressure's on.
They're closing the series in Ottawa.
And
yes, they are.
Right. I hope you're right.
They are. You're going to be fine. Also, okay, I got a question. Nylander, Marner, Tavares, Matthews. Who are you most fed up with?
Marner for sure. Because Marner has now disappeared in the playoffs every single year. He's never been good in the playoffs, and he's kind of a whiny baby on top of that. So I mean, Austin Matthews, I mean, it's a little forgivable. It's not, especially now because he's captain. He's got to show up more in the playoffs. But he's obviously one of the best goal scorers in the NHL. I think he's on pace technically to beat Ovechkin's record. Now you'd have to play at this level for a lot longer, but I think he has more goals in this many games than Ovechkin had in this many games at the start of his career. So like I'm gonna be a little bit more forgiving for Matthews. Nylander I like, and Tavares has actually had a really good series. So Marner for sure. Okay, this is the end of Marner. If they blow this Marner's done.
That's fair. I can't believe I just remembered. I actually just bet the Blue Jays today, so now I have to follow them. But Uriel Garcia, or no, they call him Yimmy, I think. Rodriguez, yeah. There's another guy that name starts with a Y, and it's Garcia, right?
Yep, I think.
I like Uriel and they call him Yimmy. Yeah. I like them both dogs. Anyways, congratulations on your win. The Blue Jays are gonna make you proud. I do think in all seriousness the Leafs are gonna win in Game 6. I might even actually bet them. You don't seem confident. That's fine. I'd like to get your thoughts because you're a hell of a puck knower, and a lot of people that are in here probably did follow my stream when I had you on maybe 2 years ago, and you called one of the greatest upsets ever with the Boston Bruins. I think they had the best regular season record of all time, and you said they were going to get knocked out by the Florida Panthers. I wish I could take credit for that. I called them frauds, but I think I did say I think they could pass the Panthers. I did say they weren't. I'd love to take credit for that, but hey, if nothing else, I'm an honest guy. I think I did say they're going to get past the Panthers, but I did rightfully call them frauds while everyone else was saying they're Stanley Cup champs. Okay, Fair enough. Panthers are going all the way. Caps are my first choice. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask you about. We've got 3 games tonight, and I'm assuming you've got at least one play on the ice, I would imagine. Again, I apologize. I didn't see your official plays, but I want to talk to you about this game first. It's the 7:30 game, the Florida Panthers, Tampa Bay Lightning, because I have fallen in love with the Florida Panthers. Now, they're dirty. There's no doubt about it. And I'm not a fan. I'm a Rangers fan, in case anybody isn't familiar. But my team's out of it. Like, I'll find these teams that I will bet on and kind of be invested in. The Panthers were my pick against the Oilers, not pre-flop, but against the Oilers. I think this is a roster and a team that's constructed to win multiple Stanley Cups, getting the Rat Marchand, trading for Seth Jones, and I love Paul Maurice. A grinder of a game that they just won to make it 3-1. I'm not going to ask you if you think the Panthers are going to win the series, obviously, because they're up 3-1, but do you like them tonight to close it out? Do you have anything in the game?
Yeah, before I give you my pick for the game, I do got to say, like, even if the Leafs win the series, like, I can't even celebrate because then we're going to get eliminated by not only the Panthers, but that, I don't know if I can swear on the stream.
You can.
I can? That rat fuck Brad Marchand is going to eliminate us next round, which I thought all season, finally, we've escaped Brad Marchand, that rat. And he's a fellow Nova Scotian. So, like, I should like Brad Marchand. People in Halifax don't like him. He's a rat fuck. He's fucked us over in the playoffs year after year. I thought we finally escaped him. And then trade deadline, he goes to the Panthers, who I knew was going to be the team that's going to eliminate us. So I can't even celebrate if we beat the Senators. And we're going
that is a fair take.
Fuck is waiting for us on the other side.
Yeah. So it's funny you say that. When I saw the Panthers, I don't even think I waited to game 2. I think I just waited for game 1. And I saw the Panthers get up on the Lightning early. They didn't let him come back in. They played a terrible first period too, and they found themselves up 2-1. I was watching this Panthers team, and I thought about, okay, if they beat the Lightning, who's next? The Canes are going to be the Canes. The Canes are not winning. I hope not. The Leafs, unfortunately, do, in my opinion, they just don't match up rat for rat. And then the Capitals, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe I'm disrespecting the Capitals. So I took the Panthers to win the East plus 370. And I agree with you. Like, I'll be nice and I'll be honest at the same time. Leafs are going to beat the Senators. They're going to beat them in game 6. But I do think the Panthers are going to rip them apart and probably win 5 or 6. That's what I do think is going to happen next. What's your bet?
Yeah, I like the Panthers tonight. The Panthers did have an issue because if you remember, they finished the season losing 7 games in a row. The reason for that losing streak was they couldn't score. They're like since the All-Star break, they're like bottom 5 in shooting percentage. Their advanced metrics were all still top 5, top 3, but they just couldn't put the puck in the net. That issue has now been fixed now that they got to the playoffs. 13.4% shooting percentage so far this series. So as long as they continue to actually put the puck in the net, which, believe it or not, is important in a hockey game, they're going to be fine because their advanced metrics from the start of the season till the end have all been top 5, top 3 in the NHL. They're still advanced numbers. They're dominating the Lightning. Expected goal differential of 0.51 per 60 minutes of 5-on-5 play. Now their shooting percentage is good against a really good goalie in Vasilevsky too. So I think Panthers close out the series tonight. And I think they steamroll whoever they face in the next round. I think the Hurricanes can give them trouble in the conference championship. But I think they kind of steamroll tonight in the next round.
I agree with you there. Do you have anything else on the ice? And then we got to get to this question that Snide's asking in the chat.
Canadians Capitals over 6. I like the over in that one. Both teams kind of creating a lot of offensive scoring opportunities so far this series. So I like the over 6 there. Blues Jets, I took the over in that one too. 2 extremely defensive minded teams. I would plan on betting the under in every single game, but Connor Hellebuck, you want to talk about a playoff choker. Last 3 seasons now in the postseason, .863 save percentage. Not good. Stopped only 81.7% of shots on goal against the Blues. So just based on poor goaltending, plus money on the over 5.5, I'll take that Blues Jets.
So I have 2 thoughts, and I know you got to get out of here. So thank you very much again for your time. I'm with you on the Canadians Capitals. I think that when you've got a team like Montreal back against the wall in desperation mode, I think you're gonna get a lot of, what do they call it, high danger chances. Yeah. So it's just gonna depend on if Logan Thompson pulls a game out of his ass like he did in game 4. No. I can't remember the game it was. Maybe it was game 5. He was awesome. No, that can't be right. Do you know what game I'm talking about? Maybe it was game 2.
Of what? Caps Canadians?
Yeah, Logan Thompson was unbelievable. It might have been game 2, actually. It was definitely in Washington. Anyways, so I'm with you there on the over. My one concern about the Jets, Hellebuck, kind of reminds me, like this spot for Hellebuck reminds me of Ullmark last night. The Jets cannot go down 3-2. And I know how Hellebuck is in the postseason, but Ullmark, I didn't expect a shutout, but I did bet his over saves yesterday. It was 24.5. He had 27. I do think the Jets are absolutely going to have to win this game with their defense. I think it's going to be an emphasis. They cannot allow the Blues to score 3 or more goals. So I don't know that I'm taking the game under, but I was going to take the Blues team total under or take Hellebuck over saves.
Yeah, but I mean, he hasn't shown up for a game in the playoffs now in 3 straight years. Like,
yeah, you're not
at
wrong.
At some point, it might just be a trend.
Yeah, and I don't want to. I'm not that guy anymore. That's like, oh no, he's fucking due. And then Ian, so you are notorious for betting every single game in the NFL. How did you end up doing this year?
Yeah, I saw that question. I'm trying to find my record. I'm struggling to find it.
That's okay. Do you have a ballpark?
Yeah, I finished down.
You can just avoid it.
No, I finished down. It wasn't my worst season. I think I finished down. I think I kept it in the single digits. I want to say 8 units, maybe 7 units, 6 units. I was down. I did have it like my best week of the season was week 18. So like I kind of bounced back right in the last week. But I am still. This is my 5th season doing it. I am still profitable combined. If you combine all 5 seasons, I'm still profitable. So, but I need to bounce back here next year.
Okay. Yeah, well done. I got my ass kicked in the NFL last year, and I didn't bet every game in the season. I think I probably lost double that. Yeah.
Especially because I'm generally like a contrarian bettor, and last year was just chalk all over the place.
It was. Yeah, and even when I think I tried to adapt, I would take what I felt was the chalky play. I don't know, like the fucking Bears to win at home against a dome team that never wins outdoors. I don't know why that's escaping me, like -4 and they would lose outright. Ian, I know you got to get going to the game. Thank you very much for hopping on. Make sure if you're in here, follow Ian on Twitter at Iain MacBets, and good luck tonight. Go Jays, first 5, but I'm sure they're going to win the full game. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be on the Leafs. I'm going to be on the Leafs in game 6.
Well, that makes one of us because I won't be.
I don't want you on them.
I won't be. I'll be making a big bet, and then that'll win game 6, and I'm rolling that over to game 7.
No, just keep your 950. Keep your 950.
No, this is free money. We get very few opportunities as bettors where we actually get free money. This is free money. And it was last year in game 7. It was the year before that. 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 And it was the year before that too, believe it or not.
No, it really was.
It was.
But you also were playing teams like the Boston Bruins. The Ottawa Senators are just not that team.
We blew a 3-1 series lead to the Canadians, who were the last seed in 2021.
Was that the year they went to the Stanley Cup and lost to the Lightning?
Yeah, that was that weird. God. It was like Canadian teams only play Canadian teams in the regular season. Leafs had the best record.
Yeah,
up 3-1 in the first playoff series against Canadians and lost 3 straight games. So
you'll be all right. You got some goalies in there. Stolarz is a dog. He'll be fine.
Stolarz is a dog. I do like.
He's a dog. He's a Panther. He's a fucking Panther.
Right. He's a winner. He's the only winner on the team.
Exactly.
Nice. Love nice.
Oh yeah, he's a dog too. As the kids say, trust.
Yeah, I really got to go now though. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Take it easy, man. Have fun, and thank you for joining.
All right.
Peace to Iain MacBets, fellow Canadian. Kachuk, or however you spell it. Actually, Goat Sports Media, nice job. There is a T in there, although I don't think that's T-Chalk. I think there's a K instead. W Accountability. Yep. Oh, you know what? You're not going to like this. So I've got Monkey 47 gin on the bar. And I have these. I'm not a seltzer water guy, but I got one the other day. What the fuck is it called? Is it called Spindrift? I'm really not even trying to act stupid. I just don't know. I think that's what it is. Spindrift. I'm not even the big guy, but I got one grapefruit. And so I was like, you know what? I did get some mango liqueur, but I don't really know what to do with it yet. So I don't just want to like throw it all in a tin and shake it. Maybe that's enough. So I just went with a little Monkey 47, some Spindrift. There was like some little fucking lemonade thing in there. Every now and then my wife just is like, when it gets hot, she's like, I'm thirsty. And she'll buy like 5 drinks at a fucking deli or bodega or something. And so I put a little of that and a lime. I like kind of it's refreshing. It's hot outside. It's hot in New York. Is there a game in New York tonight? We got to talk about it. What is a unit? Goat Sports Media says. Well, that's up to you. It's like a percentage of your bankroll, but this is not Gambling 101. Okay, this is happy hour, and we're going to get into the board right here, right now. Thank you again to Ian for joining us. Greg is going to be on here shortly. I did just send him the link. And let's look at the board tonight. So Ian says he's got Oh boy, he's got the Panthers to close it out. I mean, look, I am not against that play at all. Obviously, you know, I'm invested, cash it on the Panthers as is. So I want the Panthers to win this game, close it out, get some rest on Pikkit. Make sure to download Pikkit if you haven't already. If you're in here and you're on the Pikkit YouTube page, you're going to hit subscribe. You're going to download Pikkit. You're going to sync all your books because check this out. You can go to your calendar. This is my favorite part. Look at that. All the green and yeah, you got some red splashed in there, but don't worry. I'm going for 4 straight winning days. No big deal. April looks to be a profitable month. We love that. And I got to give Phil's Utley his credit because ever since he showed me the, what the fuck was it called? Why am I blanking? Baseball Savant. Ever since he showed me Baseball Savant, been finding a lot of success in the MLB. Greg is such a corp tout. That's a hard thing to do. W. Ian. Yep. W. Ian. Yeah, that was great. They are fucking great. Yeah, I really, truly do. I'm not just saying this because I like Ian. I really think if you bet every single NFL game and you come out even, that's impressive. I really do feel that way. Where are we at? I need somebody to let me know what Michael Harris is doing, by the way. Is he going to get another? He's going to get another at bat, right? Eddie Rosario is up. Where is he even in the lineup? Hold on. Michael Harris is coming up next. 1 out. Oh, I think it's time. He's about to come up. Let's watch it. Let's sweat it. Michael Harris. He got the RBI. So I'm basically like breaking even. He got the RBI. I need 2 RBIs. There's nobody on base. I would love some extra innings. That would be beautiful. Looks like the Dodgers are winning 8-3. Here we go. Michael Harris is up. I'm getting this on the big screen. He's up right now. There we go. Ooh, swinging strike. This guy, Halverson, throws 100. Batter timeout. Yeah, you better take a fucking timeout. Pitch number 1 was a called strike. Unbelievable. That was a terrible call. Oh, no. Swinging strike. He swung at that. I mean, 100 and 100. Who do the Rockies have in their bullpen? Oh, to Spawn. What does that mean? What does that mean? Tim, what's up? I see you. What's up, Slim Smith? Come on. Give me a freaking base knock for the hits, runs, RBIs. Why not? Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't have a hit. Foul. We live to see another day. Ball. Don't walk. Do not walk. Just give me a home run. Look at this guy. He is erratic. You see where he just threw that over his head? Come on, Michael Harris. You can't go 0 for 3 in this game. You cannot go 0 for 3 in this game. In play. Fuck. All right. We live with 1 RBI for Michael Harris. It was never Michael Harris today. Okay. While we wait for Greg, I'm going to go over real quick the board. That was today. RIP. Yep. VetVap got all the games. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. We have the Detroit Tigers beating the Houston Astros right now, bottom of the 9th, 7-4. Nice job to anybody who played the over on that. I'm not going to jinx you if you had the Tigers, but it was never blue ball. Tell you that much. The Braves and the Rockies, that game looks like it's soaring under. Again, it could go into extras, so I don't want to jinx you. Marlins, Dodgers. I mean, what are you going to do with teams like the Marlins when they're playing against the Dodgers? You can't even get cute or contrarian. Mariners and the Angels. I don't think I saw this one coming, or did we? The total was 8.5. I told Steak earlier today, I said, is that a high total playing in Seattle? But it wasn't. It wasn't because I think the guys pitching were doing fairly well. I wanted to play the first 5 under in this Padres-Giants game. I did not get there. Sometimes I get a little nervous about my guy, Michael King. That's my Cy Young winner. I got a ticket on him. Nothing crazy. I think 22-1. Twins Guardians. I'm putting wagers in right now. Twins Guardians. You remember who I said for this game? I got all my notes. Trevor Larnach. And I kind of like the over. I do like the over. Can you guys give me a little feedback on Trevor Larnach? I might just take him to go home run. Maybe like a quarter unit. Oh, I got to add the Jays first 5. If you're just joining, by the way, we had Iain Mac on, our fellow Canadian. He does live in Toronto. He is a Blue Jays and Leafs fan. But he is going to the game. And I do know Ian went to a Notre Dame game with me. We went to MetLife, and Notre Dame beat the shit out of Navy. Also, Ian went with me and BK to an Islanders game, and the Islanders won. Whenever Ian goes to a game, bad wager, Twins suck, go guards. You're so fucking. You're honestly so biased, it actually hurts. But you know what? That's just the way it goes sometimes. I understand. Hold on. Money line. I'm going to go 0.75 on Toronto. I like this fucking Yimi Garcia guy. I really do. Oh, that says 106. No. 105.75. Okay. Trevor Larnach. Trevor Larnach's my guy today. I'm going to go put him in right now. He's going against Pablo Lopez. Listen, okay, here's the thing about Pablo Lopez. The Twins, or I'm sorry. No. Pablo Lopez is the Twins pitcher. That's said wrong. Larnach, nobody's ever told me if it's Larnach or Larnach, by the way. Daily lineups. I can't fucking believe Michael Harris sold like that. Oh, well, time to move on. Flush it. Where is this guy? Here he is. He's a lefty, and he's going against Luis L. Ortiz. Let me tell you something about Luis L. Ortiz. He's a 26-year-old. He's coming off a game where he just struck out 8. Now, he did give up 5 hits, okay? But he threw 104 pitches, 5 hits, 5 walks. This guy is all over the place. Trevor is 1 for 2 against him. He's about to fucking be. You know what? I'm going to take his bases, too. I'm taking Trevor Larnach bases over 1.5. Let's go to Pikkit and see what that is right now. Hold on. Okay, dude, you're worse than me. What are we talking about? Okay, not the sound. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Is my mic on? Is my mic too high? Hold on. Where's this fucking game? Here it is. Odds by player. Trevor Larnach. Here we go. Home run. See, plus 650 doesn't really have me feeling all that great. It does not have me feeling all that great. How about bases? Here we go. 1.5 plus 155. That's what I'm taking. I'm going to punch that in. That's at 610. We got an hour. Greg is in the queue. Greg.
What's up?
How are you doing? You're live right now. Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're good. Nice open shirt with the white tee underneath. You look like, you know what you look like?
Summer.
You look like, no. You look like some. Yeah, yes, all those things actually. No, you remind me of who's like the old dude, not Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean's the sausage guy.
James Dean.
James Dean.
Wild that you would get those two confused.
No, I didn't get him confused. Jimmy Dean just rolls off the tongue a little bit because I love biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
No, you look like James Dean. What does it say? He's trying to help you say the name, not the audio, brother. Oh, Roll Tribe. Jeez, we have so many fucking Larnach pronunciation. What was being referred to? Oh, hold on. What did he say? Do you know how to say Trevor Larnach's name, by the way? Not Ch. Larnach. Yeah. Do you even know who I'm talking about?
Never heard of him in my life.
Okay. Well, you've been red hot. So
not yesterday. Yesterday the streak broke. And I missed the Tigers under today. I was between the Tigers and the under, and I went under, and it backfired.
Dude, you hit 2 2-unit plays yesterday with the Guardians and the Nuggets, and you still lost?
Yeah.
Okay. You must have lost everything else. I'm not rubbing it in.
No, I did. I started terrible, and then the night slate I did pretty well.
Okay.
Well, I'm getting a little too carried away on baseball totals. That's not my niche, and I'm going a little bit overboard on them.
Oh, I'll correct you right
here. They're fun.
I don't think it's niche. I think it's niche.
I think it's either.
No.
It's
niche.
like aluminium. It's like the British people say it different.
God, what did you just say?
Niche, you never heard a British person say aluminium?
No.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's like niche.
Okay.
Potato.
You learn something new every day at happy hour. All right. I'm going to go while we're on this game, Greg. I need you to get back in your bag, so it'll be a bounce back day for you. Do you have anything in the Guardians and Twins? Pablo Lopez and
no, I was on the Guards last night. This one smells like Twins to me. If you wanted to get on the under, I wouldn't hate it. I don't hate trying to. I don't like looking for a home run hitter in this because I think it's going to be pretty low scoring.
Are you a Pablo Lopez guy?
I am. If anything, I would look at the Twins today, but I also hate the Twins, so I don't want to bet on them.
I don't blame you. I hate the Twins too. By the way, I just had Iain MacMillan in here. He's going to the Blue Jays game. I added the Blue Jays first 5. It's bullpen day against Lucas Giolito. I don't know how you feel about that. Doesn't look like you're too thrilled.
Don't want to touch the Blue Jays at all right now. I think they're a sinking ship.
Kind of with you on that. Okay, let's go. Let's go through the board. Greg, thanks for joining us. Happy hour. I'm on 4+ basis for JP. Who is JP? GG Giants, though. Yeah, Jackson, that's for sure. Padres might be a get-right series after getting swept by the Rays. Let me go to the next game. Oh, the Yankees and the Orioles. It was always the Yankees yesterday, minus fucking 175 on the road with Carlos Rodon. Hit the over, hit the alt over. You'd see it if you followed us on Pikkit, the _ Degenerate and at GoGoDino. By the way, what are you drinking? Cheers. I got a little Monkey 47 and
Jesus, it's spring and you're going just straight whiskey or gin. No, Monkey 47.
I'm not a seltzer guy, but I got some Spindrift, some grapefruit Spindrift. Why are you looking like that?
I mean, I feel like Monkey 47. If you have a higher end spirit, you shouldn't mix that with soda. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just have a gin and soda. Just go with the Dorothy Parker.
Your waist tooth was the saint, dude.
You're going with a nice spirit and you're diluting it with seltzer water. So you should just use a regular gin for that.
If I had Hendrix, I would have done that.
Okay.
Yeah. No, is all I got. You'll appreciate this. I was going to do that with tequila, but the only tequila I have is Don Julio Añejo, and that's not tequila that I think you mix with anything.
Same with Monkey 47.
Yeah, but Monkey 47 is not like $100 bottle of gin.
It's at the higher price point for gin.
Sure. Monkey 47 is great, but it's not that high end. I agree. It's not that high end. Maybe it's
for gins, it is. You're talking about a different, you know what I mean? The gins don't get that crazy in price point.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah.
I think Tim Delaney agrees with me. Holding price. Let's just see what a price is. $69.99. I mean, yeah, that's a high end bottle.
Yeah, for Hendrix is probably what, $40, $35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if I had Hendrix, I would have absolutely gone with that, or even at Bombay. Okay.
Look, I'm not here to judge you on what you're doing, but
no, but we're here to learn, and I'm sure the people in here prefer to learn too. I'm smacking floor.
I mean, you're a bartender. You should know this stuff, right?
Yeah, but dude, the bar I worked at, we just poured fucking vodka Red Bulls. I've never heard of Monkey 47. Sounds like Mad Dog 2020. It couldn't be further from the opposite. If anybody likes gin, Monkey 47 is the way to go. It's very floral. Very floral. You could drink it straight. You probably should drink it straight.
Very effervescent. You don't get to use that word very often.
Dude, you're always dropping a nice word. What was the word you had in here last week?
Delineate? That's not that crazy. Effervescence. That's an SAT word.
Good band. Oh, Evanescence.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that's a band.
We got Carlos Carrasco going for the Yankees against Cade Povich. This game's a pick'em, and the total's 9.5. I kind of like the Orioles, man.
Oh, I don't know why the Orioles finally suck, and now you like them all the time. It's crazy to me. You lost a ton of money on them the last several years, fading them. Now they finally suck, and you want to jump on the bandwagon.
Oh, God, when you put it that way, I feel like such a
It's exactly what you're doing. They finally sink, and now you buy stock.
All right, so
I'm not on the Yankees here by any means. Don't get me wrong, but I did take this under. But I'm 0 for 2 on daytime unders so far today.
You took another under today?
Yeah, I took the Dodgers under live.
Jeez,
Greg. I was just itchy.
You were Nietzsche. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm putting in Trevor Larnach. I think he's my guy today in this game against Cleveland. I'm not trusting Luis L. Ortiz. Sorry. Luis F. Ortiz, get out of here. Luis L. is going to be next. Larnach is going to send him packing. Give me the over bases too. Is anybody tailing this, by the way? Any Twins fans in here? We got so many fucking Ohio fans. It's crazy. 2 total bases. Trevor. Plus 150. Boom. That is on my Pikkit. And we're good. Okay. What about the Cubs and the Pirates? Yesterday, Steak and I played the over. It squeaked over. 8.5, 9-0 Cubs.
Ooh, just squeaked over.
Dude, this line looks a little short. Matthew Boyd, lefty, going against Cade Mlodzinski or Carmen Mlodzinski. Sorry. I think this line looks a little short with the Cubs being minus 165. The total's 8.5. I kind of wanted to take the Pirates, or Steak wanted to take the Pirates team total over, and we like Joey Bart. What do you like in this game?
Really? Joey Bart plus 600 to hit a home run.
So let me just tell you, Matthew Boyd, he's a lefty. So we wanted to attack a righty because Matthew Boyd has, let me tell you his stats against righties all time, not this year. Righties batting 252, 15 home runs compared to lefties, 3 home runs, batting 207. All right.
Yeah.
Bart, first of all, I just love the name Joey Bart. I mean, how do you not? 28-year-old, he's a catcher.
Bart, yeah.
Love a good catcher. Joey Bart was kind of in his bag for a little stretch there in the season. He went 1 for 3, 2 for 5, 1 for 4, 2 for 4, had a day off. Then he had 2 games he was hitless. Yesterday against the Cubs, 2 for 2 and 2 walks. Today he makes good contact. That's what I say.
Okay.
That's what we say.
I don't like a home run prop, but if you want to take him for hits.
You mean bases?
Bases, hits, runs, RBI, something like that.
Yeah. Well, can't do the hit. I mean, if you're going to do one hit, it's going to be pretty juicy, but hits, runs, RBI sounds fine. Do you like anything in this game or no?
I have a couple of Cubs. I'm actually between 2 guys to hit a home run, and it's Kyle Tucker or Pete Crow.
Oh,
I'm becoming a big Pete Crow guy.
Pete Crow is
but
a
I
fun
also just
prospect.
love Kyle Tucker.
I mean, how do you not? Pete Crow's 0 for 2. Kyle Tucker hasn't seen this guy. Let's see. How is Pete Crow doing? He's a lefty. These are what we want. We want lefties. 23 years old. Oh, Pete Crow's been really good. He's batting 284.
Yes, yeah.
He's got 6 home runs. And, oh, Greg, he hit a home run yesterday.
Did he?
Yep. And the last time he hit a home run, he hit one right after. Back-to-back games against the Dodgers. I kind of like this play.
Pete Crow?
Yep.
All right, Pete Crow it is.
We're doing Pete Crow. We're going to do something Joey Bart. I think they call him something. PCA. They call him PCA.
Yeah, Pete Crow Armstrong.
All right. Pete Crow bases and home run. What is he to hit home run?
600.
Yeah. 6-1? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have it up right now, by the way?
I'm looking at it right now.
Do you have Joey Bart up there?
600 as well.
Oh, I'm seeing 7-1 at FanDuel. You must be looking at DraftKings.
I am.
Pikkit site gives you the best odds, and that's what we're showing. Okay, I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of into both of those. All right, let's go back to the baseball board. I'm also really curious to talk NBA tonight too. Tim, you got a player prop for me in the association or what, brother? Wow,
not to totally slurp them, but we're on the stream, so I might as well say something nice. I wasn't anti-Pikkit, and you know that, but I was just, do I need another site to track what I'm doing?
Oh yeah.
But I've actually become a big fan since download it, use it. It's just very easy. It keeps track of all my shit much more seamless in action. So I just gotta give them a little toot their horn a little bit because I have been a big fan of using it lately.
Greg's also, and I understand it's like, oh, do I need to add another app? We're getting older. We want less things. We don't want to figure new things out. I understand that. But it took me about 3 years to get you to use Apple Pay.
I'd say 2.
2. Okay, fine. 2 years.
Which is wild because I would go for a run all the time and carry a credit card and then have to buy something when I was done with the run, whether it's like grabbing bagels in the morning or and now it's like, oh, just take your phone because it's 2025.
That's.
I'm not saying Pikkit's the next Apple Pay, but it's very good.
Could be. No, it is really nice though to just place the bet and have to go to a separate app and track it. Also, I love. Are you looking at your calendar?
No, I'm looking at home run odds. Do you think I'm looking at my calendar?
No, I don't mean right this second, dude. I mean that's just like, are you looking at your calendar like when you're in Pikkit?
Oh yes. That I love. I thought you meant like, do I have my agenda up for the week?
No,
you do not have my agenda. I just clocked out. I just made a margarita. So the last thing I want to look at is my calendar for tomorrow.
Wait, you're drinking a margarita?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I missed it. I just assumed you were drinking like fucking Jim.
It's spring, baby. Everybody's out. It's fucking lovely. Yeah, I mean, last week I did a Chenin Blanc, so I didn't want to follow
Chenin Blanc. That's right. How do you feel, by the way, about like pre-mixed? Because I'm seeing a lot more of these, and they're catching me with the branding and the names, like pre-made margaritas. You know, like ranch waters and shit like that.
Yeah,
I've seen Hornitos do one. in like bottles.
I think Topo Chico actually does a pretty nice one.
So are you against it?
It depends on the drink. For
Okay.
those, I don't see why I would be against it. I'd have to check the sugar content because that's just the kind of guy I am. I'm dead serious. But
I know.
Quick aside, this was actually my I wouldn't call it a thesis. I wouldn't go that far, but for my MBA, no big deal. My entrepreneurial project was, and I still think this is brilliant. I'm just not going to do it. So I'm giving anyone the open patent on this idea, but basically it was using Nespresso pods to make a cocktail. So you just pour your spirit in there, put the Nespresso pod on, boom, I got an old fashioned, boom, I got a margarita, boom, I got whatever I want. Because if my whole, and I'll shut up about this very shortly, my whole,
you're doing great.
It all stood on people love convenience and people pay for convenience.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at coffee, like Nespresso pods by the pound are more expensive than the best coffee in the world, right? It comes out to like almost $40 a pound because it's just so convenient to grab that little pod, put it in, boom, boom.
That's fascinating.
It. Right?
Yeah. Well, credit to you.
I didn't do anything with it. I did one project on it.
That reminds me of a story. My dad had a band when he was in high school, and he like kept up with it for a while, even when he was an adult. And his claim to fame is that he had, the song Hash Pipe by Weezer?
Yeah.
Dung, 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 dung. He had a song, and it's true because he made a CD. He had a song with like that exact same beat.
Is your dad on Spotify?
No, dude, he's not. Are you being serious?
He could be. You could have got that.
No, they never did anything. I mean, they like played like for fun. He had like instruments in his garage and everything. But he actually had a song where it was. I don't know. I was gonna not bar for bar, whatever the fuck that the term is for guitars and bass. Dung, 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 dung. I thought that was kind of cool. PFT's story. He wrote a screenplay, and it was like literally the plot of Breaking Bad when he was in college.
Really?
Yeah. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the board real quick.
Back in, yeah.
We've got some fun plays. God damn it. It does look like the fucking Giants-Padres game is going to go under in the first 5, and I talked myself off of it. Larnick. Thank you, Barty Bart. Larnick, over bases, into hit home run. Greg, you like Pete Crow Armstrong. I like him as well.
Pete the Crow,
which probably means that Kyle Tucker will go yard. And I like Joey Bart. We should do a little parlay in this game. A little Joey Bart, not a home run. That's too aggressive. But
what do you want with Joey Bart?
I'm going to take home run and bases.
Home run and bases.
Yeah, just like I did with Larned. So, all right, let's keep moving. We got another game at 6:40. The St. Louis Cardinals and the Chase Petty's going for the Cincinnati Reds. I don't give a shit about this game. Do you?
I took the Reds.
Actually, I do give a shit about this game. I like the over.
First game went well under.
Well under.
Got some runs late, but it was still, you never really broke that much of a sweat.
Yep. And you know how we roll with our fading a pitcher after a masterclass. But listen, this Steven Matz guy, he's just a bullpen dude. So it's probably going to be a bullpen day for the Cardinals. What's up, Like Lightning? Congrats, Michael King, Cy Young bettors. Thank you. More of a SoundCloud guy. Connor Carr, I hate living in a illegal state, man. Yeah. Blue Bow has inspired me to fade Petty tonight, making his debut. Greg, let's do it. Let's take runs in Cincinnati after a one. What was it? No. The Cardinals ended up scoring runs late.
Yeah,
it was like 1-0 all game. I'll probably have the over in that game on my card. Looks like Pikkit says you can find a 9 on Fanatics. Greg, I was going to give you your flowers today. You had the Nationals last night, and I saw they made it interesting, but they were down big to go into the 9th inning. So you also got a little bit of luck there. Do you have any thoughts on today's game? The Phillies are minus 250. The total is 7.5. You've got Jake Irvin going against Christopher Sanchez, who's a dog.
This would be an over I look at.
That's a nasty over.
Is it really though?
Yeah. I think let's look at the Pikkit splits. Oh, more bets are on the over. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Do you think it's because the total is so low and like the Phillies offense is involved?
Yes. I also think these are two teams that don't struggle to put up runs.
Okay.
And I've been saying it all year. The Nats are scrappy. They're just, if they're down 4-0, they're not out of it. Like they went down 3-0 lightning quick last night.
Right. Okay. I'm not against it. I don't know that I love it, but I'm not against it. Are you going to make it an official play or are you going to stay off?
No, that's just where my head's at on it. Because Phillies minus 250 is probably right, but I don't want to fade the Nats at that price.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Okay, let's keep moving down the old Pikkit board here. We've got let's see, Tampa Bay Rays and Kansas City Royals.
There you go. I was waiting for you to get there.
I will shut my mouth. The Tampa Bay Rays are minus 165. Rass is going. He's a fantastic pitcher. And it looks like, who do the Royals have? The Royals have a gentleman by the name of
Cameron.
He's a lefty. The Rays don't really hit lefties. Greg, I didn't bet the Rays yesterday. I did take the Royals first 5 team total under 2.5 minus 200. So I won half a unit, but yes.
What else did you take?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I said,
let's just talk about the wins. Let's not
I just said I didn't bet the Rays. And of course I'm going to lead with the win. And then I lost Taj Bradley strikeouts. He didn't have a strikeouts like the 4th inning. I've never seen anything like it. Taj Bradley may have fallen off a little bit.
Did you check and see if you got a Cy Young in or not? Or
I didn't.
You're busy. You're busy.
I was too busy to check it out. So total in this game is 8. Rays can't hit lefties, but there's one guy who's heating up and he's a righty, Christopher Morel. I like Christopher Morel tonight. That's my guy. What do you like in this game?
Let me look, because this was one that caught my eye. Okay. This might be the 7.5 that I play the over, because there's a suspicious amount of guys with relatively low home run totals. So, I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. I can't count. My eyes are getting blurry. I'm looking at 2 screens. But you got like 6, 7 guys that are under 500 to hit a home run.
Anybody on the Royals?
7.5 total. Yeah, Bobby Witt. Oh, Morel's the leader, actually, at plus 360. You got Bobby Witt, you got Perez, and those are the only 2 under 500 or 500 and under.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. I think it's Christopher Morel day. I think those odds for a reason. Do not take a lefty against a lefty on the Rays. They legitimately cannot hit them. Okay.
Is Brandon Lau a lefty?
Yeah.
Do not take him?
I wouldn't.
Okay. You hate him, though.
Yeah,
which is wild to me, because if you zoom out over the Rays' last 5 years, he's one of their better guys. I don't get the hate towards him.
Because he does this thing. He's not consistent. He goes through a stretch. He'll have like 10 days of being great, and then he'll have 20 days of sucking. But when he's really good, he's really good. And it's frustrating when he's not.
Okay.
I will say this, though. He always gets hot when the rest of the team gets cold, so it is nice to have him pick someone up. The fucking gin and blanc. Jesus Christ, that's so corp. I love it, though. Okay. What are you going to take?
I might just take the over.
It's kind of nasty. I like it because yesterday soared under. Rasmussen's great. This lefty's making his debut. I'm into it. All right, Greg. And Christopher
This lefty for the Royals is making a debut?
I think so.
Yesterday was the time to take the Royals because the Rays were coming off of a red hot road trip.
A what road trip?
Red hot. They won 5 of 6. They're hot.
Red hot.
I don't. You think I hate the Rays, and I do.
You just hate me.
Well, I hate you, and I also kind of hate the organization. Yes.
I understand. I hate the ownership as well, so we can collab on that. Hold on. I got an idea. You ready for this?
Yes.
Ready for this. If you like the over and you like the Rays, Christopher Morel, RBI ladder.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let me pull it up. Oh, yeah. How good does Kool-Aid sound right now, by the way?
Gross.
On a hot day?
Why not just sparkling water or margarita? Kool-Aid? Are you serious? You get a craving for Kool-Aid?
Did you grow up in like fucking Beverly Hills?
No, but I didn't grow up drinking Kool-Aid.
I love Kool-Aid. Sounds great. All right, hold on.
Morel's plus 410 to hit 2 RBIs.
Dude, what is he to hit 3 RBIs?
11.
11-1.
Yeah.
That's happening.
You think?
Yep. Dude, all the stars are fucking aligning, Greg. You like the Rays. You like the over. You've been in your bag. We'll give yesterday is whatever. You got to get knocked down to get back up. And Christopher Morel is going to lift you back up. Morel, RBI ladder. This is his Brandon Nimmo performance where he just had like 9 RBIs and 2 home runs. He's going to snap.
I wouldn't go that far.
I won't go that far. But the Rays are going to win. They're not jet lagged anymore. They're going to score runs. They're going to fuck this guy up. Larnach, Rice, Pete Armstrong, Bryce Harper, Morel, Vladdy, Alonso, all over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Not bad. Okay, we'll keep moving. What time is it? It's 5:30. Perfect. I think our tempo and pace is fairly crispy. Okay, do you have anything in Boston and Toronto? It's hard. It's kind of hard to cap.
It's not that tough. I get that the Red Sox are a bullpen day. I don't hate the Blue Jays. I just think the Blue Jays are going to be in a free fall moment.
I'm with you.
So I'm not saying I'm taking the Red Sox here, but I just could not get behind taking the Blue Jays.
I'm with you. I'm so with you. Kool-Aid sounds amazing right now. Degen, JP Delfrio, ball. Okay, fine. We'll stay away from that game. I took the first 5 on Toronto just because our guy Iain Mac was going. What about the Mets and Diamondbacks? Great day for a game. I'm going to go back to this under. We talk about it all the time, but you're a day early on everything. Yesterday I played the first 5 under or the full game under. There were a fuck ton of runs. I kind of feel like this is going to be the under nobody really expects. Brandon Waddle going against Corbin Burns. Burns had a nice get right game against the Rays because that's what the Rays are perfect for. People figuring it out. I think he follows it up with a nice performance. I think this is going to be a low scoring first 5. I'm going to take the first 5 under. Anything for you?
I don't hate it. If anything, I'd play the Diamondbacks, but I also just am not that into it.
I don't mind that
I
either.
think that was a book it squad ride.
I think you're right. Yep.
D-backs.
I think you're right. D-backs. Okay. Well, on that note, I think that means that Burns is going to pitch fairly well. We're not going to waste any time talking about the White Sox. Nathan Eovaldi and Luis Severino. Rangers.
It is a fishy line.
I know it is. It's really low. But the games also might get rained out, but it is very low. Shane Smith has been good. You got anything in the Rangers A's, Greg?
So I parlayed the Rangers with the Rays.
Did you?
1
really?
to win 1.6.
I was going to tell you, I think that line's short.
I like Eovaldi a lot.
I know, dude, but don't you think it's crazy? He's only minus 150.
Not that crazy. The A's have been decent this year.
Lighten up, Greg, says Gelato. I like that. Get his ass, Gelato. It is. Yeah. I think it's short, man. Okay. Listen, hey, I'm not talking you off of it.
I think the Rangers lost game 1, right?
No, they won game 1. They lost yesterday.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Mm-hmm. They won 2-1.
You're right. You are correct.
Yep. And then they lost yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, the Rangers aren't losing this series.
Wow.
I'm going to go full prime bets here.
Shut the fuck up. Are you really?
I am. I'm just saying I'm on board with the Rangers. I'm not going crazy. I'm not laddering them, but I do think it's the Rangers today.
Most popular picks on Pikkit show the Rangers, which is no surprise. Brent Rooker home runs. Eovaldi strikeouts. Ooh, Adalis Garcia home run. Soderstrom, Eovaldi strikeouts. Okay. Let's run it back real quick. And I'll take a quick pee break.
Is Seager hurt? Seager's hurt, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg, here's what we're gonna do. Okay. I'm going Larnach, home run and bases.
Do you have a calculator?
No.
Oh, you should get one of those calculators that prints when you type.
I used to have one of those. Yes. A
little vintage.
Yes. Love that. Okay. Oh, I also forgot we didn't talk about this.
That gives you a ticket to rip up afterwards too.
That's a fucking great idea. I'm going to write that down. Vintage calc.
That's my other open protocol. Anybody steal if you want it. That's my other invention, is something you can plug into your phone that will actually print your gambling tickets so that you have something to rip up when it loses.
Pick it. Figure that shit out.
It can't be that hard.
Pikkit, if you're listening, figure that out. That's great.
So many people just want it's therapeutic. If you're in Vegas or you're in a sports book and you lose and you have something to rip up as opposed to just checking your losses, I love the ripping up a ticket.
Greg, you're on to something.
It almost makes the loss worth it.
You do a good job disguising about how dumb you are, because I always say that. Like, we're friends because I'm dumb and you're dumb, but you're the smartest dumb guy I ever met. You say shit like this is when I think that you are like sneakily Einstein. You know what I mean?
It'd be so nice. It'd be so nice to have.
You're finally showing me how you got an engineering degree,
right?
Well, if you built it, that would really show me. But
no, I can't build that. I don't even know if that technology exists.
Well, I hope Pikkit's listening, and I hope they fucking get onto it. Okay, research R&D. All right, R&D. If we hit some parlays, I'll put some money towards it.
It's basically taking that calculator deal we just talked about, putting in a small, fancy little white box that you can plug into your phone. You're making
it sound a little too easy, but yeah, I'm with you. I hope.
Yeah, I don't know the nuts and bolts, but
Trevor Larnach, Gunnar Henderson. We like him to heat up. Chicago Pitt over Yurfie. You like PCA.
Oh, man, that Brewers Yurfie is kind of fun.
Which one?
Did somebody say White Sox Yurfie? Or Nerfy?
I don't know. That game's probably going to get rained out anyway. Let's not focus on it too much. Joey Bart, Washington Pitt. I wrote the first 5 under. I might stay off. Rays first 5. Christopher Morel, ladder. Arizona, New York Mets under. And then you like the Rangers. I'm not sure I agree.
Just in a parlay.
I'm going to take a quick pee break. We'll take a quick commercial break. What?
I don't. Yeah, just wear a diaper at this point.
Okay, how about this? Would you rather, instead of me taking a commercial break, do you want to talk about NBA?
Do you really have to pee, or are you just trying to buy time? Because you're still going to have to pee, whether we talk baseball or you need a drink. Go do your pit stop.
Okay, we'll be right back in, I don't know. I mean, I think like 60 seconds. We're so back. Okay. So I peed and then I was going to make myself one of these. So I asked you how you felt about this because I wanted to know if you were going to judge me. I bought one of those like pre-made margaritas.
Oh, but you bought it in a bottle, not in a can. I thought you were talking about the cans.
Well, they have a lot of cans. This is the only one I've seen in a bottle. It's Hornitos. So it's a little classier. A little classier, but I couldn't open it. So I was like, well, I just got to go. Oh, there we go. All right. I guess you just pour it, right? You don't need to do anything else because it's already made.
Probably add ice, but
yeah,
I'm not going to tell you how to live.
But, do you have any cool ice?
No. I have an ice machine, which I feel like in New York is as big as you get.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. All right, let's talk some of these games. Chat, if you guys have anything in the NBA, please let us know. Greg, nice job on the Nuggets last night, by the way. I feel like you were really on an island there. Talk to me about the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. The Rockets are 3.5-point favorites, minus 170 on the money line. Total is anywhere from 203.5 to 204.5. I'll give you my quick thoughts.
Let's hear them.
I think everybody is going to assume that the Rockets don't go down tonight. And I kind of think they do.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I think.
I don't think that's a bad take. So let's flash past to the Nuggets thing and then flash forward to tomorrow real briefly because it's relevant. The reason I told you when we were at the bar on, what was that, Sunday, that I really like the Nuggets in the next game was the series is 2-2, but it didn't feel like they had won a game yet. At least not in the capacity that they did last night, where they just came out, got on top early, held on, and won the game, right? Mm-hmm. Game 2, game 1, they won, but they came back from a huge margin. Game 2, they got that dunk at the end that was highly questionable, but whatever, they won. It just didn't feel like they had gone out there and won a game yet. And I think you could put the Knicks in that same boat, where you could make an argument that Detroit should have won every game thus far. I think the Knicks are a big play for me tomorrow. But getting back to more relevant things, because here's my take on Detroit. They're not scared, or I should say they're scared to lose a game. And if it's a game where they're not expectations are low, they've been able to come out and win. Mm-hmm. But you saw in game 1, and that's what put this in my mind, where they got up big in the third quarter and then just got scared to win. I just think they're too young, too inexperienced to know what to do when they're up and in that position to just keep grinding. Now it's ridiculous to say that because they won 2 games, but I still could just see them coming back home and feeling the pressure of we've got to win, where I think they're a team that when they feel the pressure of we can't lose, they perform. But when they feel the pressure of we've got to win, they can't. Does that make sense?
You talking about the Rockets?
I'm talking about the Knicks tomorrow. I know I jumped ahead.
How the fuck? I was going to say, how the fuck does this correlate with the Rockets? But
because I like the Knicks tomorrow more than anything on the board tonight. I understand it's tomorrow. We can talk tomorrow. It's not that far ahead.
No, that's fine. That's fine. If you've got to play, I want to hear it. You love the Knicks
tomorrow. Also, yes, I do love the Knicks tomorrow. Okay. For tonight's games, it is tough to take the Rockets, but I did punch them in. I do think this series, Golden State's good. Golden State's going to win the series. Golden State's going to go on a run. But I just don't think they're that Golden State team of the past, which is a very easy thing to say because of the past. They're one of the best teams ever. But I don't see them closing the door yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, if you like the Rockets, by the way, quantitative eating, what's up? Sharp as a motherfucker, 10-2 in his last 12 plays. Feeding winners to the board review daily.
Really?
Yep. He's been awesome.
He's on the Rockets, and I feel great about it because I already punched him in.
Can I tell you though? Sometimes when the boat gets filled up on too much of one side with the smart people, it concerns me. I saw bookies and winners are also on the Rockets. They're all people that you want to be on the same side of, no doubt about it. Here's my problem. I hate when good teams and good players get disrespected, and that's exactly what's happening with Steph Curry. I know the Rockets got some dogs and they got some players and they got some talent, and they're good enough to make this a 6 or 7 game series. No doubt about it. But I also have a feeling, I don't know what you were kind of going on that tangent about the Knicks, and I was just a little confused because I wasn't sure if you were talking about the Knicks.
No, that's fine. I'm jumping around a bit.
But it was good. I understand what you were saying. It was good. I'm nervous when I look at this lineup. I'm over here on RotoWire. Van Vliet, Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, Dylan Brooks, and Sengun. Like, these are guys with their backs against the wall. Like, they're going to come out and win. I'm not confident.
What's different than that lineup what lineup they've rolled out every day so far?
The difference is you're in a playoff series against the Warriors and you're down 3-1.
Yeah, but this Warriors team has got some holes in it.
No doubt. But they still got Jimmy Butler and they got Steph Curry. I mean, is Butler, is he not playing? No, he's playing.
No, he's playing. He played last game.
Yeah. So let's look at double-double
stats.
Okay. Let's go look at the popular betting market on Pikkit. Houston money line and Golden State money line are about dead even. Jimmy Butler over points 19.5. The over in the game is pretty popular. Sengun double. You got Jalen Green over points. Ooh, interesting. Van Fleet made threes. Team total for Houston over. I don't see Steph Curry anywhere on here. What the fuck? Assists. Under assists. What?
That's disrespect.
Oh my gosh. What is the reason for that? Can somebody who knows ball tell me? Is it? Let's see. I mean, he's just not been scoring points in this series. He has. He scored 17 last game. Before that, he scored 36 on the road in Houston. He had one game with 20, one game with 31. I don't know, man.
I think it's the Warriors in 6. And just a sprinkle on this, but if I look at double doubles.
Yes, please do.
I'm looking at Steven Adams, 700.
700?
Yeah.
Steven Adams, 7-1. Steven Adams isn't even a starter.
He's a bench guy? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Steven Adams
shows my ball knowledge.
Rebounds over 7.5, over 8.5 is basically even money. And then what about points? His points is 6.5. So I guess he doesn't really score too much. That's the way he's got to do it because he's not really an assist guy. So you like double. You can get 7-1 on FanDuel. That's your guy? Is that your take? Lean, stick with it. Be great.
If I had to take a guy, I'm taking him.
Be great today, Greg.
All right,
Steven
let's
Adams,
do it.
7-1, double, and you like the Rockets. I'll tell you what I like in this game. I like both teams to have fun.
Just have a good hearty handshake at the end of the game.
No, I like Stephen Curry. Made threes. Over 3.5 is -165. Points, 23.5. Are you fucking kidding me? 24.5 over is -122. I mean, maybe he'll have some assists. Maybe, but I don't trust the other guys all that much. I just don't. Points, rebounds.
Not even Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, I like Jimmy Butler. What kind of rebounds has Steph been having? Let's see. He's had 3, 7, 5, 6, 8. No, sorry. 3, 7, 5.
What do you want to do on Steph? How do you want to get down on Steph?
I'm fucking breaking it down in my brain. This is how I.
All right, get there.
Okay. What about no, not a double. I like points. I think
just straight up points.
Yeah. I think he's gonna have over 26.5 is +130. I think we get vintage Splash Curry tonight. You know what? I'll give you Steph Curry, Stephen Curry. What do people usually call him, by the way? Russell Ringrose says, just putting it out there, Curry is pretty much every single boost on DK. There's about 7 or 8. All right, I'm off Stephen Curry. I'm off. I'm gonna go with Steven Adams double.
Yeah, it's 7-1. So just
kidding. No, I don't know what I like. I'm out. No, fuck it. Fuck the boost. The boosts are hitting. Stephen Curry, 33, 6, and 7. I don't know what he's having 6 of or 7 of, but it's 33, 6, and 7. That's what I like. Okay. Lakers and Wolves. Where you at with this game? You don't have the Lakers on the series, do you?
Well, I do, but it's in a parlay with the Nuggets that already hit. So I technically do because that's the last thing I need to hit.
Oh, you do, brother.
I'm toast on this. I'm throwing the towel in. The Wolves are not frauds, and no. I believe Steak. I'm not throwing all the blame on Steak, but he's not here, so I'm going to throw some of the blame on Steak. Yeah, I just bought in, and the Lakers are not as tough. They're not as physical as the Wolves, and maybe they win tonight. But are they winning Game 6 back in Minnesota?
No, Dad's on the court -130. So. Yeah, I blame State. And you know what? You did the same fucking thing last year with the Suns, didn't you? You took the Suns to beat the Wolves.
Probably. That sounds like something I would do last year.
You guys don't respect Anthony Edwards enough. And that's okay.
You know what it is? You know what the problem is? Is I think of the Wolves, and we had this discussion on Sunday, and I totally agree that Anthony Edwards should be the face of the league going forward.
Mhm.
For whatever reason, I this is going to sound ridiculous, but I think of the Wolves and I think of Gobert.
Oh my God, dude. You honestly, sometimes you say things.
And I think of his stupid face, and I'm just like, this guy's not going to get it done.
I hate everything that comes out of your mouth sometimes.
Right? They get Julius Randle. You think of Gobert. You think of defensive, and you're like, But you should think Anthony Edwards.
Well, okay, so listen. Every time I hear something in my head that I disagree with, I try to play devil's advocate, and I'm like, okay, where are they coming from?
Maybe I like the French. I like French people.
No. I was going to say maybe you think of Rudy Gobert because you don't like Rudy Gobert enough, or so much. You're not a big
probably
fan
that too.
Maybe it's because, like, if there's a guy or a person that you don't like or that annoys you, when you think of the team, the first thing you think of, it's like rage. Sometimes anger comes first before like something you like, right? But that's absurd because even Julius Randle, the Wolves fucking traded or signed these guys. No, traded him. They didn't. They drafted Anthony Edwards. Like, that's their guy.
Yeah, he's a face of the franchise for sure.
So I'll tell you this. I told Steak earlier, I don't hate the Lakers to come back and win this series if you wanted to get a fun bet in. Plus 390. I could see him doing it. If there was a team to do it, I could see them doing it. But
if I had an opportunity to cash out, I wouldn't a heartbeat.
Yeah. I do not want to fade the Wolves. I'm telling you, I think there's something off with this Lakers team. And Luka is Luka, don't get me wrong, but like he needs a reset. He needs a new season. I still think this whole thing with Dallas trading him has him shook. He played a phenomenal game in Minnesota. He didn't get his PRA, which was an insane bad beat. I don't trust anyone on the Lakers. I mean, even Austin Reeves, his points tonight is 18.5 juiced over. And
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. If you look on Pikkit, LeBron James over rebounds. There's got to be some fucking plus EV bullshit there. Rui Hachimura under rebounds, but look at all the money line Lakers right there, 2,900 compared to 635 Minnesota. I'm not saying it's not going to hit. I'm really not. I'm sure it's parlayed every which way. There's other legs in the parlays that could lose. I'm not saying the Lakers are going to lose, but I don't like it. I don't like it. So the question really,
scroll back down those splits. Scroll back down. My thought is
popular bets?
If you up a little bit, but whatever, you're fine. My thought is if you like the Lakers, just take the over.
Explain.
I could easily see the Lakers winning this and not covering, but if the Lakers are going to win and cover, it's going to go over.
So if the Lakers win, they don't win because of their defense.
Correct.
I like it.
If the Wolves win, it's because of defense, for sure.
I like that. I like that. If you like the Wolves to cover, you like the under because you think the Lakers are going to have an off night or their defense wins. I like that. Oh, wait, what are we saying here? Bill Simmons, 50% boost on LeBron rebounds? Interesting.
I saw that.
Do you have a guy that you like in this game? I mean, I'm an Ant guy through and through, obviously. I'll show you the breakdown here. Connolly, Edwards, McDaniels, Randall, Gobert, Doncic, Reeves, Hachimura, Finney-Smith. What has Julius Randle been doing? I wouldn't mind him to have a sneaky good game.
He's not a guy I want to have money on in a closeout game.
I kind of see what you're saying. He's been really good, man.
Has he?
I mean, look at these numbers: 25-7-3, 22-5-4, 27-4-6.
I mean, maybe it's just the amount of like Knicks.
To be fair,
I don't know how you explain it, but I feel like I'm being fed all the time that was a fantastic trade for the Knicks.
Right.
And how good Cat is and how bad of a deal it was for Minnesota. But I don't think it's that much of a guarantee that it was a great deal for the Knicks and terrible for the Wolves.
The Wolves. Is that what Greg, are you saying Wolves?
Wolves.
Is that why I said
Wolves.
The Wolves? I'm a Braun fan. C. Crezo says that's a W take, DJ. Might be a minute or two behind. That's okay. Now, you know what? I like Randall something. Let me go look at his bets. And then you got anything in hockey tonight?
I do. I have a couple of plays.
Oh, okay. Well, we got some time. I just poured a little bit more. By the way, this was disgusting when it first hit my palate, this Hornitos margarita. It was like too sweet, but then my palate got adjusted. Now it's delicious.
You put ice in the cup?
No, dude, I fucking had ice in the cup from the beginning. You see this big sphere?
You didn't even rinse out the gin?
No.
Animal.
No. It's Monkey 47.
It doesn't mean it mixes well with milk.
Oh my!
Like you still got to rinse out the cup. You savage.
I'm not making a fucking White Russian, dude. You said
not.
milk, didn't you?
I'm just saying in general, when you make a new drink, you should at the bare minimum rinse out the cup.
Honestly, listen, everybody needs a.
I'm not going to get too much on my high horse.
Everyone needs a proper bloke like you in their life to keep them honest. But you're driving.
I'm not asking you to just grab a new cup to run it through the dishwasher. I'm just asking to pour a little water in and
I understand. No, you're right. You're right. Keep me honest. I like that. Julius Randle. Want to talk about a Julius Randle double-double?
Yes. I'd rather just play him rebounds.
Oh, that's so soft.
Is it?
Yeah, just rebounds? You don't think
soft bets for soft guys? You know what I mean? He's not having a double-double. He's not. He's just not. Unless the Wolves win out.
Stop saying Wolves.
Wolves.
The Wolves.
Okay.
It's so funny that Connor Carr called you out. I love that. Hold on. Wait. The disrespect on Julius Randle is insane. He has not had a double-double in this series. Don't you think plus 320 is kind of low?
No, not for him. Not in this situation.
Oh, now all of a sudden he's fucking hero ball in an elimination game. You just said you wanted nothing to do with him.
No, I just don't like him tonight. I admitted that I'm fully being fed anti-Julius Randle things on my feed because of Knicks things.
Okay,
but I don't think the way to play him is a double-double.
Fine, fair. You're talking sense. Let's talk hockey, and then let's make we're going to make a happy hour parlay. Chad, if you're in hockey? Here, please feel free to contribute. Yeah, Caps and Canadians, Greg.
Caps.
Really?
Caps. Yep.
You don't think the Canadians are going to do what the Devils did last night?
Nope.
Okay.
Which is lose, so I hope so. I hope they don't do what the Oilers did.
I guess I meant they made it a game and they covered the puck line.
Sure. I actually had them to cover the puck line. That's one of the reasons I did okay. And I don't know where you stand on this, but I tailed both of Winners Group's plays for hockey. I just didn't punch them in action, but they're on my Pikkit. So on Pikkit, I did way better than I did on action.
W Pikkit.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. You like the Caps. You like anything else?
I like the Caps. I like the Panthers.
Let's go.
I don't know where my brain's out on this Blues team. Because on the one hand, wasn't there a ridiculous stat where the Jets didn't lose back-to-back games all season?
Yeah.
And
they may have done it once, but yeah.
Okay. But they were just a team that you tailed after a loss.
Yes.
I just think in one side of my brain says, wouldn't it be beautiful? The beauty of playoff hockey if they went all year not losing 2 in a row, that in the playoffs they lost 3 in a row. But the other side is both those losses in St. Louis were so bad, and 180 is just such an absurd price to pay that I think they have to bounce back. I don't know what game 1 and game 2 were. They were probably right around that same number, so it's not that ridiculous. But this is just a stay-away game for me. If anything, the under, but I hate, and I've talked about this, you and Steak, on the group text. There's no bet I hate more than a hockey total. I hate it.
I'm with you.
I hate it.
You can have an under 5.5. It's 2-1 with 2 minutes left and you lose.
That happened last night with the Panthers.
Yeah, that's right.
It literally just happened. It's just absurd.
Happened. They scored 2 goals in 11 seconds and then an empty netter.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. I like Connor Hellebuck tonight. I hope I'm not catching a fallen knife because he's a different goalie in the playoffs and he shits his pants all the time. But I'm going to lean into this the same way I lean into Omar.
He got benched both games. Right?
Yeah, I think he did. I don't know about both, but I saw him get pulled. It's tough because this series is late, so I don't watch it all, but I watch the highlights the next day. I like to just kind of see how teams are flying around out there. So what I like in this game is I'm going to go to battle with Hellebuck the same way I went to battle with Olmark yesterday. I told myself the whole reason I bet over 5.5 games in that series with the Leafs is because Olmark was good enough to steal 2 games. He didn't really necessarily steal the game. The Senators won the first game. He played amazing yesterday, obviously. He had a shutout. So I played his saves. I thought about doing the team total under for the Leafs, but I didn't have the balls to do that. I'm going to go team total under for St. Louis. I'm going to go to war here. I have the Jets -1.5 on the series. I'm already invested. I could just sit back. I'm really nervous that the St. Louis Blues might win this series or at least go to 7 and I lose my bet.
I think they absolutely go. I think your bet's done.
And that's fine. I think this game is going to be, dude, Winnipeg, the only way they win is if the Blues don't score 3 goals. That's it. They got to win this game 2-1. They have to win this game 2-1. I think that's what they're going to do. Greg, job well done. Let's make a parlay. Talk to me about your
Do you like the Panthers tonight, though?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you saw my bet, but I'm in love with the Panthers. I love their team. I love their coach.
I took them to win the East with you. I took them to win the East, Vegas to win the West. I didn't take anybody to win the Cup.
Yeah, I'll tell you, my preseason pick was the Stars, and I just have a weird feeling if they beat the Avs, like they're going to be scary. I almost took exact outcome in the Stanley Cup, Panthers to beat the Stars. I think it's 27-1 on FanDuel. Why are you rolling your eyes?
Because I don't think the Stars are that team, but go ahead.
Brother, if they beat the Avs, they're gonna feel untouchable.
If they beat the Avs, they're going to lose the next series. That's my take.
I disagree.
And I still don't think they're going to beat the Avs.
Yeah, I know.
I think they lose game 6, and then we got game 7. But
okay, put it this way: the Stars were so written off. Keep in mind, the Avs went from -110 in that series to -170. Like everyone was betting against the Stars because of those injuries.
Yeah, dude, and I was one of those people. But on the other side of that, I picked my spots with the Stars, and I think I've hit them at least 2 of 3, maybe 3 of 3.
Here's the problem. The problem is the Knights look a little slow and their top players are not performing. And Aiden Hill looks like a big problem in net. I'm a Knights guy. I took Aiden Hill to win the Vezina. Like I took the Knights over their point total.
Yeah.
Like, they were my team this year. I got my concerns, but their top guys did show up yesterday. Stone and Eichel got points. That's huge. We'll see what happens next. The Jets look really shaky. Like the West is.
Sometimes in hockey, you just got to figure it out in the playoffs.
Sure. And the Oilers could be that team too. But anyway,
I took them to win that series. I was against them last night, but I took them to win that series, and I do think they end up coming through.
Yeah, I kind of.
Who would they would play?
I don't know.
They would play the Jets.
I don't know who they'd play. Hold on.
Jets or Blues.
Before we do anything, I do need to get my bets in on this Minnesota game. All right, Greg, let's get a happy hour parlay. Why don't you go through the board real quick? Tell me what some of your favorite bets are. Chad, if you have anything too, please feel free. And thanks for hanging out. Make sure you're following the YouTube page, subscribing to the YouTube page for Pikkit, and obviously download the app. I'm assuming you guys already are though, because you know ball. Larnick. One of my favorite things about doing streams is being corrected and like learning stuff that you don't have like another human being can just tell you and you don't have to Google. And I love that like a diehard fucking Cleveland Guardians fan who hates the Twins is the one who told me how to pronounce this guy's name right. So thank you very much, Barty Bart. Also, I don't have the stones to take the Twins in this game, but I actually did want to. I'm going to be respectful. And Greg, you got to ride the Cleveland Cavaliers with Steak and I.
Against the Pacers?
Yeah.
You know what I like in that? It's in my cart. Exact outcome. Cleveland game 1 and 2. Pacers game 3 and 4. Cleveland game 5 and 6.
Oh, wow.
16-1? I like it.
I don't hate it. I think the Cavs are good enough to win that in 5.
I think you got to pump the brakes on the Cavs.
I like the first 3 of those. I like the Cavs to win 1 and 2. I like the Pacers to win game 3. I like the Cavs to win 4 and 5. Really? You have to pump the brakes on the Cavs, huh?
I think so. I think they're a great team.
Sure.
I don't think they're going to run through everybody.
Tell me some of your favorite bets tonight.
Let's check my cards.
Connor Carr said Jets lost back-to-back 6 times in regular season. Thank you, Connor. Appreciate the correction.
6 times. Okay. So yeah, we were way off on that. But how many times are these back-to-back?
Not a lot. 0.
Yeah.
That's what you meant the whole time.
All right. So we got to get Morel in there, and then we got to get Pete Crow.
Well, how?
We got to get him in there. I'm just telling you, I'm painting, I'm giving you the paint by numbers outlook. You got to fill in the stickers. You were the one that was all over Morel. So how do you want to play him? And I'll tell you how I want to play Pete Crow. And then Steven Adams double, Steph Curry first basket.
No, we're not doing that.
Why not?
But I do want to be.
Dude, you ever watch Uncut Gems and you're like, man, I need more player to win the tip, player to win first.
Yes.
Points. I'm just saying, I have it in front of me because it was in my cart. Steph Curry went from 650 to 550 to score the first bucket, and that's tough for me
because they're watching the stream, and they were like, "Oh, that sharp guy with the Pikkit trucker hat on says he likes Steph Curry tonight, and he's being disrespected." That's crazy. I didn't think of that until he just said it. I'm nuking him. All right, hold on. In all seriousness. You know what I like for Morel tonight? If I'm being a really, really soft bitch, I just like his over 1.5 basis for plus 105. Okay.
But if it's a parlay, that's understandable.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what. Yeah. But we're taking 3 things, so we could really spice it up. Let's make it at least be like 10 to 1. How about that? 10 to 1. What's your favorite play? Start looking at how you want to play it. Just sit here and wait on me.
Okay.
Get your ass in the kitchen.
We got Morel in there.
But we don't know how.
Yeah, you figure that out. And I'm
doing it right now. Oh, I got it. Morel to record an RBI is plus 140. Better than bases. What do you like?
I like that.
You like PCH or PCA?
PCA? I do. Let's do a little RBI action. Although that is interesting. Oh, no, he's only 150. It was just there's a bunch of guys at like 130, 125. Man. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Cubs to record an RBI before the first Pirates player. That's crazy.
Oh no. Boldy's coming in here late and says no, not PCA tonight. Why?
Oh,
where were you, Boldy? We needed you earlier.
Is it Kyle Tucker?
Kyle Tucker record an RBI.
Kyle Tucker record an RBI 125. Thanks, Boldy. Plus.
Is that what you want?
Yes.
Bush.
You know what stings me from last night is I looked at the Yankees game and I took a home run hitter. Shout out, I broke even. I don't know if that's a shout out, but I had Bo Naylor and that made up for all my other shitty home run guys. But I looked at the Yankees board and I took Jazz Chisholm instead of Ben Rice, and it hurt me and pained me to do it. And Ben Rice hit 2 and Jazz hit a triple in the first inning. And I don't know what the fuck happened, but he got hurt after that and they pulled him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Kyle Tucker RBI.
All right. Plus we're at 4 to 1. We're at 4 to 1.
The third one's what makes it pop. Where do we want to go? What game do we want to go with?
Let's go NBA.
We got a Ray. Oh, you want to throw an NBA in there?
No. We can do anything.
Let's do OV goal. Let's get as public gets.
Really?
I want to see what he is.
All right, hold on. Boldy is active right now in the chat.
Goal score first period plus 400.
Stop. Plus 110. It makes it 9. It makes it almost 10 to 1. Ovi to score a goal.
All right, and then Steph Curry first bucket.
Shut the.
That'll pop it.
No.
Dude, that one's free. That's like this sneaky free plus 650 you throw in there.
This is the stupidest parlay of all time. It's plus 983. You want it?
I am not going to take it, but I understand not putting in the parlay.
All right. I'm just saying you like Ovechkin to score. Yeah, you know what? It's written in the stars. Ovechkin's going to score. There's going to be goals. The Capitals are going to win. Let's do it. Morel to record an RBI plus 140. Kyle Tucker to record an RBI plus 115. Alex Ovechkin legacy goal for the Caps to win and advance.
Plus 105.
That's our parlay on FanDuel. It's plus 983. This is the stupidest parlay of all time. If this hits, we're getting a plaque that says that. I'm gonna go stamp it on the Pikkit office. Greg, I got to get you a hat, by the way. W's. Do you have any closing words? I feel like you're about to say something.
No, I think I'm also, so let's say that parlay, I don't know what we put it in for. Quarter of a unit, third of a unit, half a unit. I'm also going to take one with those two hitters. Ovechkin, first goal scorer, Steph Curry, first basket.
You really like Steph Curry to score the first basket?
It's as much as you can like anyone to score the first basket. I like Steph Curry to score the first basket.
You said it went from plus 650 to plus 550?
I think so. I'm 85% confident.
You love it because you're getting a worse number.
I love it because Steph Curry's disrespected.
I fucking told you that.
I know. That's why you put your own words back in your mouth.
All right. So the sell job was great. All right, Greg, cheers. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Who were the hitters again? Go through them one time, then we got to shut down. We're way behind.
Kyle Tucker and Morel.
Kyle Tucker, Christopher Morel, RBI each. Alex Ovechkin to score a goal, plus 983. I also like Joey Bart, Gunnar Henderson, Trevor Larnach, which is starting right now. Greg likes the Rangers money line. He thinks the Rays win. He also kind of likes the over. PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, bases or home run, however you want to play it. I like the over in that game, so I'm good with you. Or good with that. You like the Cats tonight. You like the Capitals tonight. We're going to take Ovechkin, obviously. I don't know what you liked in the Jets game. What did you like in the Jets game? The Blues?
No, I get nothing. I get it. I can make a really solid case for either.
That's fine. NBA, you like Steph Curry to score the first basket. I like Steph Curry over points. I think he's going to have 33, 6, and 7. Wolves, Lakers.
If he's going to get there, he's got to score early.
He's going to score early. All right, fuck it. You know what? You talked me into it. I'm taking Steph Curry first basket.
This is a very stupid bet, but it's fun. I just want to see what like.
No, you want to be like Uncut Gems, and that's fine. That's fun. That's what we're here for. We're here to have a good time. It's fucking happy hour.
Because you know what's happening to me now that I had a kid? I'm becoming more like you, where I bet games, I bet first period, I bet first goal, I bet first bucket, because I know I'm going to be asleep by the second quarter. And that's 100% why you do it. You can make a million other reasons of why you think you do it, but that's 100% why you do it, because you want to see it before you put your mouth guard in at 9:35. It's 100% it. I know you better than anybody else in the stream. That's 1,000% the only reason you do it.
Listen, yeah, you're not wrong. I was betting the Flames 35 times a year. They were starting their games at 10. I would wake up in the middle of the night to take a piss and check the Flames. I bet the Flames over points, so I didn't have to bet Flames games.
Yeah, I'm right.
I know. You're right. How's it feel? Good job. All right, Greg. All right. Good stuff. Happy.
See you, boys. Good luck.
The hour was happy. Thanks, Greg, for hanging out. All right, everybody. That was very fun. Thanks for hanging out. And make sure to subscribe to the Pikkit YouTube channel. Download Pikkit. Sync your sports books. Track your bets. Do all that good jazz. Let's have a good night tonight. There's a lot of shit to bet on. Be responsible, as always. Be smart. And we will see you next week. I just remembered I'm flying on Thursday, so we might have to do Wednesday again. Sorry for the inconsistency there, but we're making it happen as best as we can. And I think we can get all three of us on too. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.